or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Years is a long time, and that means there's a lot to celebrate. 2023 is Hamilton County's Bicentennial year. Learn about the many planned fun and free activities by visiting hamcoturns200.com or follow Hamco Turns 200 on your favorite social media platform. 9 townships, 4 cities, 4 towns, 1 great year. See you there.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
in Hamilton County, Indiana. No matter what day of the week it is, the weekend is always on tap. Drink and dine, look and listen, explore and play. Any day of the week. Why wait for the weekend? Visit Hamilton County, Indiana, where the weekend is closer than you think.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
And we're live from Riverview Health Stadium, Westfield, Indiana. Week 9 of high school football here in the state of Indiana. Hard to believe that we've gotten to this point, and a break next week before start. Craig Atkins along with Jack Russell. Glad to have you with us on this chilly Friday evening from Westfield. And two teams, Franklin Central, an improved team, and Westfield, obviously, they've rattled off 2 wins in a row after starting out 3-3 at the midway point of the season. And it's going to be 2 speedy teams as we get things going here in week number 9, Jack. Sorry, folks, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. May just have to peel an ear. And we see the Franklin Central Flashes have entered the field, and the Westfield Shamrocks going to follow suit here in just a moment. As they make their way over to the gold helmet. As we set the stage for tonight's game, it's a big night, actually, in high school football in our area, Jack. As huge game over in Fishers. It's Hamilton Southeastern hosting Brownsburg. Both teams 8-0, both teams 6-0 in the conference. It's been a while since there's been a clear-cut Week 9 is for the championship in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Kind of neat to see. It's going to be a big battle over there in Fishers tonight between the Bulldogs and the Royals for sure. Our other matchup on Hamilton County TV tonight is Avon visiting Noblesville. Fishers with a big one at Zionsville. Tigers 5-3, and Zionsville is 4-4. And then obviously our game tonight here with the Shamrocks and the Flashes. Franklin Central an improved 3-5, and Westfield 5-3, looking to ride a 3-game winning streak into the playoffs. Other games in Hamilton County. Lawrence Central, just south of us, is at Carmel. The 6A number 7 Greyhounds hosting the Bears tonight. Culver Academy making the trip southward to Guerin Catholic in Noblesville. The Golden Eagles coming in at 3A number 9 this week. Big one up at Hamilton Heights as they will host Lafayette Central Catholic. Both teams 6-2 and 3-1 in the Hoosier Conference, and this is for third place in the Hoosier Conference. So it's a big game for both, and they'll be trying to ride some momentum into the playoffs. Their playoffs will start next week. We'll get to that in just one moment, as we're going to have the coin toss here in a moment. Each team with 4 captains. Coming out in another big game, Sheridan hit the road. They've hit the road tonight, playing at Carroll up in Flora, a little bit east of the Lafayette area. They'll face 1A number 4 Carroll and Sheridan Blackhawks number 10 in 1A. Sheridan 7-1, Carroll 8-0. Both teams 6-0. Winner of that game takes home the Hoosier Heartland Conference. So Bud Wright and company want to get a win for sure on the road tonight, and that would get them going into the playoffs on some huge momentum, and they would love nothing better than to get a Hoosier Heartland Conference championship. So huge week 9. A lot of implications. Obviously, both these teams want to, get a win heading into the playoffs. As we're getting set for kickoff here soon, Westfield has won all 4 games: 2018, 19, 20, and 21, going into this game. So they've won every game that they've played against Franklin Central since they've joined the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. So we'll see. It looks like the Westfield Shamrocks will, I believe they may have won the toss. They will kick off south to north, right to left, if you will, on your screen. Glad you've joined us tonight. Beautiful night for football. A little cool, but you know what? And even though schools are on, I believe Westfield's on fall break as well. Most schools in the area are. It's still a pretty good crowd and a late arriving crowd, and not as big of a line over at Rita's either. Jack was first in line tonight as he got. And Westfield will kick it off, and this one's going to be out of the end zone. So the Flashes will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. Under center, actually back in the pistol, is going to be Nevin Tudoro. Handoff on 1st down.
I think that's going to be big for the Flashes tonight to get into third and short territory. I think that's going to be huge for them. They've got a shot here tonight.
Jeremiah Smith on the carry. Number 26 in the backfield for Franklin Central, and this one off right tackle. He'll be met at the 25. Picked up 4 on 1st down.
Yep. Yeah.
And they gave him a gain of 2, actually 3 up to the 27.
So that'll be 3rd down.
Yep, now the scoreboard's caught up. 1 minute into the ball game. So 3rd down and 3. Handoff again is to up to the 30 is what he'll get, and they give him forward progress almost to the 31.
They'll mark him for first down. Oh, they say loose ball, but it might be.
I think he was down. So that gives Franklin Central a first down.
And that's going to be huge tonight is the running game, seeing how they're going to be able to, get, like I said, get into those third and short situations. That'll give them a shot.
Tudor on the pistol. And he'll hand this one off again. This one's going to be to Brian Hoskins, 34, and he's going to be driven backward. And that's just the 19th carry on the season for Hoskins, but 4 of those have been touchdowns, so he seems to be one of the goal line backs, if you will. Picked up 1, did Hoskins. Tudor rolls out right and throws up the sideline, and that over the head of Anthony Coker, number 6. Another big third down and 9. As they'll have twins here to the near side and a single receiver to the far side out left. Tudor flushed out again to his right and throws to the sideline, incomplete. Intended for number 9. Jake Newman on the play. That brings up 4th and 9.
Thank you.
Flash is set to punt. Oh, this one is kind of off the side of his foot.
Check. There.
And Westfield with great field position will start this drive at their own 46 after that punt that went off the side of Nason's foot.
So we've got another game going on. Noblesville playing Avon. Noblesville's up 7-0 already.
And that would be huge for the Millers because they've, I believe, lost 16 conference games in a row. So they're dying to get a win in the conference play. And they've lost 6 games in a row after starting out 2-0. Garnett on first down, picked up 5. And handoff once again. Ballard's going to keep it and calls his own number inside the 50, 45. He'll get the first down down to the 43.
He's done a great job this year in the run game.
Yep, Ballard is dual threat quarterback. Can run it, pass it. He's got that baseball arm. Hands it off. Garnett again.
Met right away
on the draw, and they sniffed it out. Handful of flash defenders. So that brings up a 2nd down and 12.
Well, Coach Gilbert's always had that pistol formation, and he's always had running backs that have that ability to run that option, which has always been great.
This pass is completed to Patrick Schramm, number 2. Picked up 6 on the play. Big 3rd down and 4 at the 37 of close to 5 yards. 7:35 left here, first quarter play. Ballard in the pistol with Garnett. He's going to stay in and block, and time back there to pass. Goes up the sideline and tries. Oh. And, yep, going to be out of bounds. Yep, Michael Webster.
Good throw.
Yeah. Tried to thread it up the sideline and couldn't get it to – couldn't keep him in bounds, and that brings up fourth down. And it looks like this may be 4-down territory.
I think the way that your defense is playing the last couple of weeks, I think it gives you a shot. You know, you're not too far.
Right. And
why not? See, kind of test the waters here. But going 4 yards.
Ballard
Definitely
fakes the handoff and, up the middle.
Nice.
Michael Webster, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Michael Webster.
That is a heck of a throw.
Wow.
Off your back foot, fading back throw to the middle of the field. Here's a replay of it right here. If you watch Ballard play action, looks, rolls, defensive, give him credit. Great job reading it, but great passing catch.
Huge 4th and 4 conversion. I mean, obviously they saw it coming. The rush was coming. Ballard had time and had double tights going on.
Yep.
Webster peels off. He's wide open up the middle for a fade. And Brody Bame boots this PAT through.
Well,
it's
7-0. It's a lot of communication with the linebacker and the quarterback. If they're not going to communicate when they do the crossing route, that does leave somebody open. But they did read it. The defensive line read that really well.
And Westfield up 7-0 at the 7-11 mark of the first quarter. Logan Street Signs and Banners. They're celebrating over 30 years in the business. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can give them a call at 317-773-7200. Visit their website at loganstreetsigns.com and also give them a follow on Facebook. So far, Hamilton County team starting off well. Westfield up 7-0. Noblesville leading Avon 7-0. We'll keep tabs on that game. 7-7. Will has updated score. Avon has knotted things up over there at Beaver Stadium.
Here we go.
And Westfield going to kick off. This one will be in the end zone, and Jayon Harvey just watches it sail over his head as they don't want him to even come close to returning a football. That kid is dangerous.
So here we go for Flash's second possession of the game. They'd had, I believe, 2 or 3 first downs in the first drive.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, if they can get into third and short situations, I think that's really going to help. But if they find themselves on third and long, it's going to be a difficult time trying to move the football in this Westfield defense.
And a couple weeks ago, Westfield started, I believe it was 14 of their 16 drives in the opponent's territory, in Avon's territory. And it was a closer game than it should have been for a while before the Shamrocks pulled away in the second half. But it was penalties and different miscues. Hoskins carried for no gain on first down. Tutterow. And this one's all
intercepted.
It's picked, tip, and rip. Tyler Dykos. The ball's on the turf.
Oh, got it.
Picked up by Andrew Liskey. Oh, my.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, man. There's a replay here.
Yeah. Now watch this. I'm trying to see who tipped it.
Anything that could happen in this play happened. Ball looks, throws. We got a tip. Looks like by 37.
Yep,
fumbled.
37. Picked up by Dykos and then picked up again.
By 4.
Yep, by 4, Andrew Liskey. Wow. Unbelievable sequence there. Casey Grable.
A tip, interception, fumble recovery for a touchdown. All right. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, almost the midway point of the first quarter. Westfield up 14-0. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. They also provide you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at noblesvilletrophies.com. Wow.
Well, just like that, 14-0 with 6:30 left to play in the first quarter.
Noblesville scored. And it's going to be a back-and-forth affair at Beaver Stadium. Noblesville up now, 14-7 on the Orioles. And obviously Avon got the monkey off the back this season. Last week, they beat Zionsville 27-20, and that's what I was talking to. Actually, we were talking before we went live to Noblesville girls soccer coach Mike Brady last night after their regional semifinal win, and just the parity of the HCC. Last week, Avon beats Zionsville 27-20, but in week 5, Noblesville lost to Zionsville in Boone County 39-7. So it's just like,
yeah.
It depends on who you are which week.
Right. Well, I think if you look at where the Shamrocks were about 4 weeks ago,
yeah,
500 record. I think it was really important as they headed into the back half of the season to really start to build some momentum. And this is another example of for them to build some momentum going into sectionals. I think the Shamrocks are going to be a tough team. Well, I say that every team I think in the Hoosier Crossroads is tough, and it's always any given Friday, right? But they've just got a lot of momentum over the last few weeks.
But it obviously gets tough right away in Sectional 4 because Westfield travels just south to quote-unquote Big Brother, and they'll play Carmel in 2 weeks. And then the other half of the sectional, Zionsville, will travel to Noblesville. So it's yeah, you just can't explain it. Obviously, we do a blind draw in the state of Indiana. That was drawn last Sunday. Hoskins on the carry on first down for the Flashes. There's always the talk of that no matter what sport it is, everyone thinks they need to seed, at the very least, the sectional.
Right.
And then from there out, if you do that, someone's still not going to be happy.
No.
It's just how it is.
Well, that'll be a fun game for me next week with Westfield and Carmel. So no, there won't be anything torn between.
Offside on Westfield.
That'll put him in second and short.
Yep. Hoskins on the carry again. In numerous games this season, it's made it obvious, in different ways Westfield started or how they've lagged in different points in games, how penalties have been an Achilles heel, and they've overcome that in some games. And hopefully week 9 that the coaching staff has gotten that kind of nailed into them. And this beautiful pass up the sideline. That's going to be number 10, Demir Swanigan.
Great pass and catch.
Yep, Franklin Central rushing to get up there.
We got the replay here.
47 yards.
Just throws it right over the top. Great job there. So here we go.
They rushed up to the line after that 47-yard pickup on that pass play, trying to cut this Westfield lead in half. Hoskins right behind Tutterow, and he'll go up the middle on the dive. Picked up maybe 3. Second and 7 at the 17 of Westfield, and Tutterow up the middle, finds room. There's plenty of room, and he's going to run. Probably be a couple yards or so shy of a first down. Maybe picked up 5. And with the way that they've lined things up with 6A football now, Sectional 3, Fishers has to travel clear up to Fort Wayne Northrop. And then Homestead making the similar trip down to Hamilton Southeastern in 2 weeks. So it's
maybe they can make a deal and just switch.
Up the middle goes Hoskins. He'll get the first down. It's going to be pushed all the way down to about the 3 or 2. They'll mark him at the 2 for a 10-yard pickup.
Well, and this is no surprise, but I think everyone's going to keep a lookout for Hamilton Southeastern because what a great season that they've had this year. Really been able to take care of business. That's going to be a tough team going into sectionals.
Hoskins is met at the 1-yard line and driven back. I believe that was 51 for Westfield. That is Anthony Feltrinelli. With that stop, 2nd and goal at the 2 for no gain. Yeah, this is the true test tonight as they host number 1 Brownsburg. And if they can overcome the Bulldogs, and this is going to be a keeper up the middle. Actually, number 9 on the Wildcat, Jake Newman.
Well, they did it. That whole drive, they did exactly the way that they're supposed to do it.
Yep.
They're a run-heavy team, but you can always, find that 1 or 2 opportunities to get it through the air. Able to get it, one quick pass over the middle, or down the sideline. Boom.
Yep, Newman and the Wildcat. And speaking of, Southeastern and Brownsburg all knotted up 1-1. Actually, 7-7. I don't know. I said 1-1. 7 apiece, courtesy of our friend Brad Silbert, as he's the PA announcer over at Hamilton Southeastern. And I'd like to thank Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built on the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports.
Dr. Scott Smith is an orthopedic surgeon and a fellowship-trained sports medicine physician. Dr. Smith specializes in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, arthroscopic and reconstructive surgery of the shoulder and knee.
All right. 3:03 left to play in the first quarter. Definitely some points scored already. That's good.
Yep. Makes it exciting, mirroring score at our other game. Noblesville and Avon's 14-7 there as well. Oh, we got a live look in.
Yeah.
As the Orioles have the ball. Thank you, Will. So Flash is going to kick off on their own 40, left to right. 3:03 left, first quarter of play. Hamilton County Sports here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Kind of a squib kick up the middle. And this one.
There you go. Down to the 35-yard line. Good field position to start the drive for the Shamrocks.
And that was Casey Graybill, who had the tip before that interception by Tyler Dykus. And then Liskey on that rip, actually fumble recovery off the interception.
It's been a while since they've been out on the field on offense.
Yeah. So we'll start at their own 35 this time.
Fumble.
Oh, my. Yep, going to be a loss back there. And Ballard picked it up at the 25 where he'll be marked down. 10-yard loss.
A big momentum swing feels like for the Flashes. Here it is, a fumble met right away.
You saw his center coming back there. I believe that might have been Isaac Cole.
There he goes.
72. Yep, Kendall Garnett, 35, 40. 45 up across midfield, and out of bounds he goes. Never mind that fumble back there by Cole Ballard.
Great vision for the running back.
Yeah.
Here's the replay again. Just the ability to look up and find some open space. That gets him a first down.
So 1st and 10 at the 47 of Franklin Central. Handoff is to Garnett. Give it to the hot legs in Garnett. 2:10 left here, first quarter of play. And Garnett, one of those backs who he's come into his own. 463 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he really didn't start to see consistent playing time until week 3.
Yeah. No, they've done a great job. I think it's they've definitely had this year versus the last couple years, a smaller backfield, smaller quarterback, smaller backfield. So it's just kind of getting used to that. They're definitely going to pick a different offense when you've got a smaller quarterback and smaller running back than what they've had over the last couple years. Now, they've been very fortunate to have some big
the last 4. Yeah. Well, the last 4 years, you've had Micah Hauser consistently. And a few years ago, you had Eli Patchett. So, they had the liberty of such good, and it's not that they had to start over. Swing pass out here to the right side.
Plenty of green.
Huge.
Still on his feet.
Oh, tripped up near the goal line.
Touchdown. They got it.
Oh, they gave it to him.
They gave it to him. There you go.
I believe that's 15 Parker Knott.
Great motion
on the
play
swing
call.
Pass. 43 yards later.
They got him in. That's awesome.
Brody Bame boots the PAT through, and with 1:04 left here, first quarter play, 21-7. And Westfield's honestly, they're making a statement so far in this one, Jack. That's for sure.
Well, I think if you look at, like you just said, you look at their sectional matchup. Not an easy start to the sectional, but you look at that, you've got to get this. While I think you'll see if it gets out of hand, I think Coach obviously will slow it down.
Yeah.
But you want to build some momentum going into next week, going into to play Carmel. Got to be ready to go because that stadium is going to be rocking as well. It's a fun matchup. It's obviously, as you know, I have the chance to serve Carmel, but also my wife's a alumni of Westfield. And there is this tension, this Carmel Westfield tension. So it'll be a fun time down there for sectionals.
Yeah, for sure. And they haven't met in the playoffs in a few years.
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
And they had 2 years in a row. Westfield and Carmel played for a sectional championship,
but they were close. They weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't. I think the first time they met, it was very close. Then Carmel just kind of took it in the fourth. But then that second matchup was fairly close, and so that'll be a fascinating. We're gonna have to go down there and watch that one. That'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, that will be a good matchup.
And if you're Noblesville, that's a great opportunity to go to a sectional championship against Zionsville.
Yep, and I believe being the bottom team in Sectional 4, if Noblesville were to win that game in 2 weeks, they would host the Carmel Westfield winner. But I believe, actually, if Westfield were to beat Carmel, because Noblesville already hosted the first or semifinal game, if you didn't host the first round, I believe that you would host the second round, so it's championship.
Gotcha.
So that I believe is how they roll that dice.
Well, whatever gets you and I to call another game before the end of the year, let's do that.
I agree.
That's the exciting part but sad part of high school football is it starts and ends feels like so quickly.
Oh, it feels like yesterday that it was week 1 and it was hot out.
Yes.
And now
it's
going to be a low of 36 in central area, at least in the northern part of central Indiana. And that pass incomplete by Totoro. Intended for number 9, Jake Newman. And Westfield, I think honestly, as much as they can, Jake Gilbert wants to keep the foot on the gas because, like you said, you have to keep the mindset, and they're going to have to practice like this for the next week and a half because of being half the field as classes 4 through 1A. Pass out in the flat to Newman, and he picked up 4. They classes 5 and 6A, timeout called by Westfield. Classes 5 and 6A have next week off, and so they get an extra week of practice since there are half the amount of teams in each of those classes. I'll get back to that in just 1 second. Common signs of a concussion may include dizziness, headache, nausea, or memory loss. If you have any of those symptoms any symptoms of a head injury, be sure to see a physician as soon as possible. Visit ecommunity.com/FAD for a list of Community Health Network physicians. That's a scary thing. I've had 2 minor and 1 major concussion. Those things are not fun, and one of those I felt like I was going to lose my vision. It was, it's scary. But yeah, especially with concussion protocols these days and how careful they are. And I know my wife might be tuning in at home with the kids, getting them around for bed, but she doesn't want Braxton to play football, which I understand. There are a lot of things to be concerned about because because a guy who's 1 year younger than me in school, he took 1 hit and it crushed down his vertebrae by 1 knot. Basically it took out 1, took his vertebrae down 1 level, if that's what you would call it, and doctors told him he could never play football again. Crushed him, but that's the risk you take playing a sport like this.
Well, the Flashes have the ball moving. 1st and 10, ball on the 45-yard line.
45 seconds left here, first quarter. And this one's going to be taken again by Smith, 26. Give him forward progress up to the 47 for a couple yards.
26, Jeremiah Smith, the ball carrier on the play.
Another timeout.
Westfield calls another timeout. That's surprising, being up 2 touchdowns. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or check us out online at cchalaw.com. Yeah, it's kind of surprising unless because of the past 2 plays, what's happened with Franklin Central's offense. Jake Gilbert kind of wants to regroup the defense, and actually he wasn't even in that huddle. He was off to the side. Defensive coordinator took care of this one, and so it's going to be 2nd down and 9, 36.7 left here, first quarter play.
Hand the ball off, met right away. Great job by 53.
Tyler Dykus. For her progress, he might have lost half a yard.
Quick update, Brownsburg over HSE, 7-0. And
actually, we're tied there, I think.
Man, that was a couple minutes ago, so you might be right. Could be tied.
Might be tied.
So 3rd and 10, ball on the 45.
Westfield is burning their 3rd timeout.
They know something we don't know.
They have to know something we don't know, and so does Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors. She's a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have any questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmel for help today, 317-490-3735. We'd also like to thank the Hamilton County Sports Authority. They are the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive economic and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County Sports Authority's work includes bid development, financial assistance, event management support, and leadership consultation to grow opportunity in sport for the county and cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. Learn more at HamiltonCountySports.com.
Out of the shotgun.
Tudorow back to pass. Up the sideline he goes again, and
incomplete.
Yep, caught the ball out of bounds. In coverage was linebacker Tyler Dykos, so kind of surprising who covered him out there, but good coverage by Dykos. He kind of drove the play out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down and 10. Update from Noblesville, actually at Guerin Catholic. Golden Eagles leading Culver Academy. Late first, actually 4 minutes left first quarter, 21-0. So they're trying to end the regular season on a high note as they head into sectional play here next week, as they will be in the same sectional with Hamilton Heights. Heights will head to Maconaquah, but Guerin Catholic will be not too far from them at Oak Hill, who's undefeated next week. They could be on a crash course to play in a sectional championship if the cards are right. Franklin Central burns their first time out. I want to know what's going on. I really would. I'm going to ask. That's the first thing I'm going to ask Jake about, burning 3 timeouts, and then Franklin Central burns one.
I've never seen that before in a first quarter. So that's a fascinating calling a timeout on 4th and 9.
Yep. I mean, down 2 scores. Does Jason West think that this is 4-down territory already? Wouldn't surprise me, but
maybe they didn't. Maybe they thought that we were in the second quarter.
That could be possible as well. As Tudorow back there to punt. He's lined up. He averages 38.1 yards a punt. He is the quarterback, so Westfield defense beware, but he will boot this one away. Low sidewinder. They're going to spiral down inside the 25, and they'll down this ball at the 19, it looks like.
Good punt.
Yeah.
Well, with 4 timeouts used, there's 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, you don't usually want to say we had a long first quarter, but part of that for the past almost 10 minutes were timeouts, 4 of them. I'm not blaming anybody.
No.
There are reasons why they call timeouts.
That was a long 30 seconds.
So Westfield with it. Ballard in the pistol. He's got Garnett behind him. Twins to his right. And he'll hand this one off. Garnett at the middle. Up to about the 25. He bounces his way up to the 25. Picks up 6. Oh, we got flags coming galore. Oh, my. Well, 1 second left here in the first quarter. And what else could happen? 3 of the 5 officials are conferring over there on the far side. Personal foul. Franklin Central. That's going to march this ball from... That may have been a spot foul. Yep, 15-yard penalty up to the 40. So 6-yard gain by Garnett. And then a first down or a 15-yard penalty on a personal foul.
And then that's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, because they Reset the chains.
Yep.
So through one quarter of play, it was quirky toward the end of it, but we're through 12 minutes here at Westfield. Shamrocks lead the Flashes 21-7. You're watching Hamilton County Sports here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Before that, it was 37A, and before that, it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
And we're back here live at Westfield High School. Craig Atkins, Jack Russell, glad you joined us. JC on the camera tonight, great job. And Will Wofford, our executive producer.
The Will Wofford.
The Garnett again. As after that penalty and the charade of timeouts, Garnett picks up 4 here to start the second quarter. As didn't expect to see 28 points total scored, let alone 4 timeouts of the 6 used in the latter part of the second quarter. But
that should mean that the second quarter should go a little faster, I think.
You would think. Wait. It's not wood. Swing pass out there. Nosler, off his helmet. He gets it. Reels it in. Out of bounds. Picked up 4. Oh, my.
I hope we have a replay of that one. That's good.
No, actually, yeah, we might. Here we go.
Here it is.
Watch this. Nosler off his head. Boop. And out of bounds to 48. Picked up 4. Pretty astute. Almost had a jump there by the left end. And plenty of time on the play clock. He got out of bounds, so it's 3rd and 2 at their own 48. Handoff is to Garnett, and he
might be short.
Kind of bellies his way up to the 49, about a yard shy. You know, in the next couple years, obviously not discounting the rest of this season, but Garnett is going to be something special in the next couple years for sure. And
he's going to be a great asset. And they've always done, that's been the best thing about, in my opinion, their offense. Whoever is the running back coach has done a great job with the running backs through the years.
4th and 1 at their own 49. A little over a minute into the second quarter. Are we burning another timeout?
Timeout Westfield. Their 3rd and final. And there's a flag on the play. That'll bring out the punting team.
So penalty's going to bring it back. Only the second penalty on the Shamrocks, but makes it a 4th and 6 back at their own 44, and Brody Bain will punt the ball. He's got beautiful punt.
Nice job.
Fair catch called for, and almost dropped by Jayon Harvey. So the Flashes will take over at their own 20 on this drive. Want to be part of a cutting-edge business? Fashion Solutions is hiring. Voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're a growing team making an impact on the community and the world. As a Toyota Advanced Logistics company, Fashion Solutions is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefits package and career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now at BashionSolutions.com. When we work, the world works. And
pass and catch there.
Yep, up the sideline and out of bounds goes. That's number 5, Will McKinley. Picked up 14 on that play.
Here we go. Defense rushing, but he's going to make some space.
Forces Tudorow to run, and he might have gotten a yard out of that.
Good pressure by the Shamrocks.
Nope, he lost a yard to the 33. Second and 11 at their own 33-yard line. 10:21 left, first half. Smith on the carry. Oh, and just like that, it was 21-7. Noblesville up now. It's 21-21. 5:01 left. First half of play, and Avon set to kick off. They've got an exciting one at Beaver Stadium. Wow.
He looks.
Tudorow up. He almost was sacked. Rolls out to his left, and he is sacked on the play. Number 92, William Goodfine. That makes it a 4th down. And that'll make it 4th and 11.
A lot more pressure on the quarterback that go-around for the Shamrocks.
Yep, he was almost sacked in the backfield and flushed out. And never a good idea, especially for a high school quarterback. It's not the easiest thing to do, to throw across your body. He had nobody open, and William Goodvine came in. Low snap for the punt, and this one's going to be a spiraling punt. And going to roll down inside the 25, out of bounds about the 23-yard line.
Last 2 punts have had some flash bounces, which is good for Franklin Central.
So Westfield going to take over. 8:54 left here in the first half of play. Glad you've joined us tonight. 21-7, Westfield leading Franklin Central. A couple of speedy teams, and Westfield has some momentum, and they want to have that going into sectional play here in 2 Fridays, as they will head south to Greyhound Stadium to face Carmel in the first round. Franklin Central will their first round matchup.
Well, and it'll be great to see over the next couple years the Greyhounds doing a huge renovation of their stadium.
Yeah,
which will just be incredible. And that's a great stadium. It has been for a long time, but it's also exciting to see that they're going to be putting significant dollars into that stadium as well.
Yeah, they have a matchup that they'll love to host them. It'll be a tough one, but they host Center Grove in 2 weeks in their semifinal matchup in Sectional 8. So that'll be a tough one for the Flashes.
Been very impressed though with the Flashes though. They've got a great.
Ballard keeps this one across the 30, 35, 40, and he's knocked out of bounds about the 43. So he'll pick up a first down. I'll give him 14 yards up to the 44. Yeah, and like we said before, you credit that to Jason West, and he just seems like he's a difference maker no matter where he's at. He's doing so thus far in his third season now at Franklin Central. Actually took that his second year, 7-11 in his second season. But he's 130-49 overall as a head coach in 15 years. And he did a lot of good when he was at Warren Central. It seems like whatever coach goes to Warren Central, it always ends up well.
Yeah, they usually do a pretty
Ballard
good.
keeps it again, 50.
There you go, Ballard.
40, 35, 30, and drug out of bounds about the 27-yard line. Still Mark Cole down at the 26.
Here's a replay. Option formation. Finds the seams. Takes it all the way down to about the 25, 24-yard line. Great job.
30 yards on the pickup, down to the 26 for Cole Ballard. And they want to get a score here and maybe get the ball again this half, toward the end of the half, because they'll receive the second half kickoff, so they want as much as they can. Garnett carries on first down.
Gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for Westfield.
So 3 yards on the pickup by Garnett.
From the Flashes 23.
Garnett in motion to the right now. Looking. Swing passes in there. Ballard.
Not there.
Looked to run, and Franklin Central sniffed that out. 33 out there for the Flashes. Wyatt Penny, senior linebacker.
Here's the replay.
Yep, he along with number 50, Logan Majors.
Well, and give credit to that secondary, because that's really been, as a quarterback, as long as you get enough pressure, you get about 5 Mississippi or 5 apples, then you got to figure out 3 to 5, and you got to get going. And if it's not there.
Ballard back to pass, and this one is going to be tipped, almost intercepted. Ball hits the turf, almost picked off by Penny.
And it's interesting they haven't gone back to those motion, quick throws like they did with Knotts. Where they went in motion, quick pass. That was a touchdown pass. They did that, with the first one as well. So
yeah, it was Schramm.
Some of those behind the line passes, but they're going to go for it on 4th down.
4th and 11 at the Flashes 27. Ballard back to pass, looking. And was looking for Michael Webster up the middle, and throws over his head by about 5 to 7 yards, and going to turn the ball over on downs at the Flashes 27. So the Flashes will have the ball at their own 27. Down just 2 touchdowns.
And whatever momentum each team had in the first quarter, the second quarter is completely different. It's
kind of mellowed out.
Mellowed out for sure. It's, again, trying to get a feel for what both are doing. I think there were so many points scored in the first quarter that now they've figured each other out a little bit better.
Teterow, play action fake, and he's going to go up the sideline again, and off the hands of Demir Swanigan. He hasn't thrown too bad so far. 4 out of 9 in the passes that he's completed. They've actually, been for good yardage, 47, 25, 14, and a short one for 4. So it's kind of finding those opportunities to complete those passes when you can, but midway point of the second quarter, 21-7. Westfield up on Franklin Central. 3 receivers here to the near, 1 to the far. Teterow looking, and he had to commit to the run there. Nobody was open, so he found room up the middle, but there was really no room to run.
He's had a lot of pressure this second quarter. Both quarterbacks really have.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard to throw the ball when no one's open.
Yeah, he kind of just crumbled there and oh, geez, I've got to get tackled by one of these 2 defensive linemen.
Yep.
5.5 left here until half.
Well, and credit both of them. They're not forcing anything. It's not there. sometimes it's okay to take a
Tutterow. And this one complete. Oh, no. McKinley off of his hands. Would have been a first down. But that'll bring up 4th and 10 at their own 27. Liskey will be back to receive this punt.
Pressure applied by Reese Wire. That'll make it 4th down. Monroe sets the punt. For the Flashes, Andrew Liskey is back deep for Westfield.
Oh, just got it off.
Yep. Liskey. Fair catch at the 36.
Both teams really have been able to start within the 30, 40-yard line. But, yeah, like I said earlier, not a lot of momentum on either side right now moving the ball.
Now trying to figure out each other, like you said, it's just completely different second quarter.
Yep.
Blades Audio Video and Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video and security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it's your sound systems, displays, network, or your building security, ask our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business.
So once again, that's what I was talking about. You know, the last couple throws, they've been trying to throw it, about 8 to 10 yards. That's a quick throw. Drop it off, get yourself about 5 yards. That's been really successful for the Shamrocks today, and hopefully they'll continue to go back to that.
6 yards on that catch by Max Nosler.
I will say, too, I've been doing calling the Shamrocks for 7 years. I know this offense pretty well over the last 7 years. It's been fun to be able to follow. They've done a lot, very similar formations, very similar things over the last 7 years.
Kendall Garnett with that carry loses a yard.
17 Ransom on the stop. That'll make it 3rd down.
Be 3rd down and 5 at the 41. And a live look in. And Noblesville scores. Blake Widget, number 12, into the end zone. 16 seconds left here in the first half.
There's some points scored in that game.
Yeah. Wonder if anybody took.
I don't know
over.
I was gonna say I don't know what the over was on that, but
starting in January, you can go down to Great American Ballpark and place bets anytime you want. I don't encourage that.
No.
I'm not.
Well, could not get the ball moving, so that'll bring up 4th down again for the Shamrocks.
Birdie Bain back to punt inside his own 30. Oh, this one just about blocked.
Yep.
Nope, Westfield going to dive on this one, 37. Or down that. 3:04 left here in the first quarter of play. Glad you joined us tonight. Hamilton County High School football here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Craig Atkins, Jack Russell. Glad you joined us for week 9 of high school football here at beautiful Riverview Health Stadium. Franklin Central Flashes start at their own 37. Tutterow completes this pass. Jayon Harvey with his touch. Just a 2-yard pickup. And one player that we have not seen tonight, I believe that the starting tailback, Braylon Gillard, 6'2" junior tailback, he may be injured. Haven't heard a full report on that, but he's our leading rusher, so it probably obviously takes a hit for them in the backfield, and they've had a backfield by committee, if you will, and there's one of those. That is Jeremiah Smith, 26. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Smith picked up 4. It's 3rd down and 4 at their own 43.
Real quick, Brownsburg leads HSC 21-14.
Another big scoring match there.
Yeah.
Totoro, and he's going to be sacked back at about the 38. It's going to make it a 4th down and 9. Check that, a 4th down and 8.
Carmel leads Lawrence Central 14-0.
And Will Patterson doing a great job at Lawrence Central. They're 4-4 this year. They've kind of been down the past couple.
4-4. That's great. We saw them play a couple weeks back. Great team, great looking team. I think the future is very bright for them.
Actually, I remember that good team they had. I think it was 2009 when they played Fishers.
Yep.
And Fishers won their first state championship in 2009. It's a great team. That was runner-up that year.
Oh, so it's absolutely meaningless.
But if those are
the half,
1 minute left here in the first half.
Well, we're going to
Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in the business. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Check them out on their website at loganstreetsigns.com and follow them on Facebook. That was interesting. One thing I saw this week that Ryan Bonnell and his baseball staff did with their players for fall ball. They had a Halloween game.
That's awesome.
It's only middle of the month, but close to the middle of the month. But yeah, they had all kinds of players and coaches dressed in costumes, and played over here at Shamrock Field. So Westfield, Liskey back to he'll receive this punt inside the 30. Totoro will punt this ball away. 4th and 9 at their own 38. It's just been one of those second quarters, and we've got a flag flying.
False start.
And if that's a false start, I'll make it 4th and 14 at their 33.
Well, that should put them in a decent field possession. And they do have a good kicker. Oh, good punt, though.
Yep.
Great punt.
Liskey fielded that like it was a pass.
Yeah.
Up across the 30. He'll be down at the 36-yard line, where Westfield will have one last opportunity.
Well, they've not been able to move the ball much, but easier said than done. But I bet if they could get it to right about the 30, give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. And
they got a good kicker.
You've got to get some confidence in Bame kicking field goals. He's 1 out of 6 field goals. But he's hit 33 of 34 on his point after kicks. It's just 1 out of 6, and we saw him miss 3 in a game a few weeks ago. So got to get Bame's confidence up before the playoffs start. No better time than here in Week 9. Franklin Central burns their final timeout, so Coach West and Coach Gilbert had their allotment of timeouts. They used them all here in the first half. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. They also provide you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at noblesvilletrophies.com. (21-7) our score. Westfield leading Franklin Central. And two teams trying to get some, like we said, some momentum going heading into the playoffs. Westfield's won 2 in a row. Franklin Central's lost 2 in a row since their win at Noblesville. Ballard hands this off. Kendall Garnett, and he'll be met for no gain. You know, instead of taking a knee, I think they're just going to try and run the. They actually, I think that's run one more play. So just run the ball. You'll receive the third quarter kickoff.
It's going to be close. Yep.
It's within a second, so they're going to have to run one more play. As they will take a knee here. And that'll get us to our halftime score here at Westfield. It's the host Shamrocks 21, Franklin Central 7. We'll take a break for the halftime festivities and let the band hit the field. You're watching Hamilton County Sports here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners.
Security is Indiana's premier K through 12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Graduation beginning in Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Riders. Our next senior is drum major Rebecca Rust. Rebecca is the daughter of Joseph and Joy Rust. Rebecca is a 4-year member of marching band, a 3-year member of Westfield Winds, and a 4-year member of Wind Symphony. Becca plans to study biology after graduation at an undecided university and continue on to medical school to study medical genetics. Ladies and gentlemen, Becca Rust. Our next senior is Captain Brendan Chanot. Brendan is the son of David and Melissa Chanot. Brendan is a 4-year member of marching band, a 3-year member of Westfield Winds, and a 3-year member of Wind Symphony. Brendan plans to attend Ball State University and study instrumental music education. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Brendan Chanot. And our next senior is Samuel Spencer. Samuel is the son of Joel and Amy Spencer. Samuel is a 4-year member of marching band, a 3-year member of Westfield Winds, and a 3-year member of symphonic band. Samuel plans to attend Ball State University and study biology and education. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Spencer. Up next is senior Antonetta Snowden. Antonetta is being escorted tonight by Courtney Bailey. Antonetta is a 4-year member of marching band, a 2-year member of Winter Guard. Antonetta plans to study studio, art, and journalism at an undecided university. Ladies and gentlemen, Antonetta Snowden. And our last senior tonight is Isaac Snyder. Isaac is the son of Susan Snyder. Isaac is a 4-year member of marching band. Isaac plans to attend community college after graduation and enter the workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Isaac Snyder.
And we're back live at Westfield High School, Riverview Health Stadium. Halftime, it's 21-7. Westfield leading Franklin Central. And we'd like to thank Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County Sports. And a couple score updates before we get to the second half of play. Courtesy of Brad Silbert over at Hamilton Southeastern. Halftime score, this was about 24 minutes ago. Brownsburg was up 28-14. Not sure if you see anything lately. And then obviously we saw before the half, Noblesville went up 28-21. Had a real barn burner over at Beaver Stadium as Noblesville trying to get their first conference win of the year. Avon got theirs last week over Zionsville 27-20. And Westfield trying to ride a 3-game winning streak heading into the playoffs that start for 6A in 2 weeks. And Franklin Central, Westfield will go to Carmel. Franklin Central will host Center Grove 2 weeks from now in week 1 of the 6A playoffs. Craig Atkins with Jack Russell. Glad you've joined us. The wind has picked up. And, Noblesville up 34, now 35-28 as they are 4 minutes into the third quarter. And so a score that was 28-21, now it's 7-7 in the third quarter. Noblesville and Avon, and they're going to have somebody hold that because the ball just fell off the tee from the wind.
It is very, very windy
you
out
see
there.
the W and the Shamrock flags here and all the 3 flags on the flagpoles in the north end.
Rita's is still busy, though.
Oh, Rita's got, hey, she's got, it's, I'll give them that. There's still a line, but we'll never see a line like we did that first night. I think it was week 2 against Lawrence Central, where it was about 125 deep. It seemed like, it curled around.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Squib kick, and it's going to be down by the Rocks at the 30. As Westfield will start the second half.
The only update I have for you is Carmel 14, Lawrence Central 0 at the half. So Lawrence Central keeping it, pretty close actually. So
yeah, Lawrence Central, much improved football team, and Carmel working on their defense. Obviously, first quarter, Westfield working on that offense because they know they're going to have to score in 2 weeks. Not to jump the gun on this game, but Ballard hands it off to Garnett. And he'll get up maybe to the 31, pick up a yard.
And really, outside of the defensive touchdown, that one mistake, it'd be only a 1-score game. So,
yeah, exactly.
Again, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but 21-7.
Score is now 28-21 Brownsburg as Southeastern has scored. Update from Will Wofford. Ballard back to pass. He finds Schramm. Oh, nope. Schramm couldn't reel it in. Felt the footsteps of Penny. Number 33, Wyatt Penny. Brings up a 3rd and 9. We'll see if we can chase down an update because Sheridan Blackhawks on the road tonight up in Flora facing the Carroll.
I can probably do that.
Carroll High School.
I have this amazing app.
Actually, we've got Bragg Sports Network that Will is dialing up here. Sheridan up 13-12 on undefeated Carroll, as just as you dialed it up on.
Yep.
Is that the score stream?
Yep.
That's a good one. Passes.
What I have as well is Guerin Catholic, 35, Culver 0.
Yeah, Culver Academy came into tonight's game 2-6. Guerin Catholic 4-4, looking to go 5-4 heading into their matchup against undefeated Oak Hill next week. Not the greatest of punts. It's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it went out of bounds, so I'm not sure why Westfield's going to down it. So it looks like I think it went out at the 46, so not a good punt there by Brody Bame. So that gives the ball back to Franklin Central, so not a good start to the second half for Westfield, as Franklin Central will have good field position at their own 46. So we haven't had a score since Knott had that screen pass that he caught for a touchdown to go 43 yards. And
wow.
This is going to be like a rugby scrum. Going to be pushed for 9 yards. Jeremiah Smith, number 26, picks up a quick 9 and gets the push. I blame this that type of ending of a play, if you will, to the Bush push. Notre Dame
Yep.
Southern Cal back in, I think it was 2008? 9.
2008.
2008.
Right. Yep.
Oh, still gets me. Second down and 1 at the 45 of Westfield. Tutterow back there. Smith will stay in the block and flushes out, looking, and tried to throw it, but going to loft it out of bounds.
That's going to be roughing the passer. I think.
Yep.
They pushed him at the end there. Could be wrong. Let's see. There you go. Roughing the passer.
Yep. Ouch. You can see Coach Gilbert looking at his defensive coordinator. Who was it? Because obviously only a 2-touchdown lead. And like you said, like you pointed out, without that defensive touchdown for Westfield, this is a one-score game.
Yep.
So Franklin Central trying to cut it back to 1.
They've got a great opportunity right here.
You got it. 15 yards on that penalty. Smith up the middle he goes. Inside the 20, tripped up. And he'll get the first down right away there.
No huddle here.
Down to the 19, so he picked up 11. Three penalties for 25 yards to my count for Westfield. This one has the flashes in business. Handoff is to Smith this time and finds room, and he's going to be held up at the 15. Picked up 4.
Once again, that's going to get him in a good, second and short, or second and 5, second and 4. That's what they need to be doing here to give them an opportunity. So second and 5, ball on the 14-yard line, under 9 minutes in the third.
Smith to the right of Tutterow, and he'll stay in the block and back to pass, and to the end zone he goes, batted away by 23, Reese Wayer.
Nice job by the Shamrock. And Shamrocks have always been a really good red zone defense. That's really been kind of their, we saw that with Avon. We've seen that throughout the year. Once you get inside that 20, obviously, as you know, play calls are limited, but it seems like the Shamrocks have always had a good red zone defense, limiting teams to limited amount of points.
Carroll has scored, so they're up 18-13 at home against Sheridan, and that ball is into the end zone and tipped away, intended for Demir Swanigan. And is that him again? That was Reese Wire, and whichever defender that is.
There's a replay here. Oh, it buckled his knee.
He's down in the end zone.
Never like that. When you jump in the air and land with a straight leg, that's gonna hurt a little bit.
He's gonna get help off the field. And ironically, Community Health Network asks, are you struggling with a lingering injury, or do you have trouble doing the things you love to do because of an injury? Don't let sprains and strains keep you down. Make an appointment with a community sports medicine physician today. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information.
Hate to see something like that.
Yeah.
Like that hurt.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and Flash is going to go for it.
Why not?
Why not? Got to roll the dice. 8.5 minutes left, third quarter. Tuttero's got Smith to his right. Back to pass he goes. Finds Marquin out in the flat. 15. Down inside the 10.
They got him
the
first down.
Yep. Jumped across down to the 7. Picked up 7 in Marquin. And that's the 6th receiver that.
And both teams have done a really good job on those short throws. We've really only had one throw that's been pretty far. That was the Flash's, early on.
That 47-yarder.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can hit those dink and dunk.
Yep.
Screen passes or slants or
yards
out patterns.
after catch.
Yeah. Smith up the middle he goes. 5.
There it is.
And hits a couple Westfield defenders and touchdown.
Yeah, it's a ball game. Here's a replay here, just a hand it off, find a hole, boom.
Yep, hit a couple Westfield defenders, and they tried to go up high to tackle. He kept pushing, kept those legs rolling, and it's 21-13. As Nason's will be set for this point after. No, this is blocked. And unfortunately, not able to run it back. I did see last night watching Baylor in West Virginia. 2-point conversion ran back. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yep, watching that game last night. And that game actually helped turn the tide because that brought it, I believe, got West Virginia down 2. No, I got them down 4. It was 37, I think, 30. And they came back and won that 40-37. If I'm not mistaken, if that was the final score. But yeah, in college you can run, college and pro you can run back a blocked point after blocking the PAT. And I remember those early 90s. I went to a Notre Dame Penn State game at Notre Dame Stadium, and at the time I didn't know that that was the case, that you could do that. All of a sudden I see a Notre Dame linebacker. They blocked the PAT that Penn State kicked, and then he ran it back 98 yards. And the place was just going nuts.
That's a cool place to watch a football game.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never got a chance to.
Yes, sir. 21-13 is our score.
Well, really, I mean, the offensive side of the ball for the Shamrocks has been pretty low.
And Avon has scored here. And they're set to tie up Noblesville. It's 35-35, I believe, if they got that PAT. Like I said a minute ago, Carroll now up 18-13 on Sheridan. Blackhawks looking to pull the upset on the number 4 and 1A Carroll. Short kick to the 20-yard line. Liskey. He'll get across the 30. Westfield will start this drive at their own 33.
We'll see if the offense for the Shamrocks can get going here. Been kind of slow since the first quarter. Scored 21 points I believe in the first quarter, and then since then been very, very quiet. And with the momentum that Franklin Central has right now, got to start putting some points on the board here.
7:48 left here, third quarter. It's been a long 4 minutes to start this quarter.
Yes.
As handoff is to Garnett, and he's handled there by, it looks like, number 86 of the Flashes. Talon Humphrey picked up a few.
High snap.
Ballard across the middle. Max Nosler almost caught it. Jayon Harvey on the coverage. And Nosler, if he'd have caught that,
he's gone.
He would have been passed, and I mean, he would have been had to put his roller skates on, because Harvey, probably the quickest player on Franklin Central's team, probably would have come back and had a chance to catch him, but Nosler could have been gone for a touchdown there. Instead, that ball incomplete. 3rd and 7, a big third down for Westfield, as Ballard changes the call at the line. He'll go back to pass now, and he finds room. He's going to run. 40. Gets to the 45, and he gets the first down. Good run by Cole Ballard. Picks up 8 up to the 45. And he's got that pedigree. He's smart enough. He knows if he checks off of his receivers, they think he's back to pass in that pistol. He's got room up the middle. Smartly, he runs up and he gets 8 yards on that play. Ballard now hands it off to Garnett, and there's going to be a flag, probably going to be a hold.
Let's see what they have to say here. Looks like it's going back.
And the Millers lead Avon 35-34. They did not get the extra point. So, ensuing drive, hopefully the Millers can get some points on the board and kind of push themselves away. See if we can catch a Hamilton Heights score. They're hosting Lafayette Central Catholic tonight.
I don't have it on my wonderful app that I use. But you got Ballard in the shotgun.
Got 2 receivers. Fakes the handoff to Garnett. Up the middle he goes. Now it's a 1st and 26 from the 29. So he got up to the 36, so 7-yard pickup by Ballard. He's going to come to the sideline, so Jackson Gilbert is out there. Not sure what happened to Ballard on that play, but he might have gotten a stinger. As Trainer is going to look at him real quick. 2nd and 19. Test here for the young Gilbert, the junior. Oh, ball goes over his head. He catches the snap, and he has to run himself. And he'll actually, for progress, he gets up to maybe the 36. So no gain for Gilbert. That could have turned out worse than it did. Bring up 3rd down and 19. No gain there.
All right, here we go.
Again, Gilbert hands this one off to Garnett. Breaks it outside, 40. And gets up to about the 43, maybe the 44. Picked up 9, but still going to be quite shy of a 1st down. That brings on Brody Bame and the punt team for Westfield. 4:46 and counting. 3rd quarter.
Well, with that wind, we'll see how this punt goes. It's been a little rough for both sides.
This one a high,
there
booming.
You go.
There you go, Brody Bame.
There you go.
Fair catch by Harvey.
Nice punt.
Yeah, at the 10. They'll give him the 9-yard line, so they not really pin them deep, but they inside the 10-yard line where Harvey caught that ball.
Well, I listen to Pat McAfee every day, And I'll tell you one of the things he talks about. I know it's the little things in the world, but special teams does have an important piece. Being able to, you lose your quarterback there for a minute, a little chaotic, a couple situations there, but special teams, you got a punting situation that now they got to start on the 10-yard line. That's a huge win for the Shamrocks considering what just happened. So, the importance of special teams is always a part of that.
Handoff is to Smith, Jeremiah Smith, as the Flashes start at their own 9. As you see Jackson Gilbert down here throwing on the sidelines, so he may be thrust back into action this next series as well, as training staff is looking at Cole Ballard, and there's going to be a penalty before this play starts. That's going to march it forward, offside, up to the 20. So that gets them a first down by penalty. And Franklin Central, if they can convert this drive, odds are they'd go for 2 and they could tie this thing up. Harvey,
ball down.
Screen pass, he's got it now, but it was incomplete. Wasn't a lateral. He dove on it instinctively, but falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Up the middle again. A couple Westfield defenders diving on the pile. Smith carries it. Might have gotten to the 22, 23. Give him the 23 for a 3-yard pickup. 3rd down and 8.
All right, here we go.
3:15 and counting, 3rd quarter play. Twins here to the near side. Movement up front.
False start.
Yep, that's going to make it a 3rd and 13.
There's only 4 refs near the ball, but it felt like there were about 8 flags that just thrown in the air.
One of them threw, a couple of them threw out too.
Yeah.
So I got to back up in this pocket.
Yep.
Back to the 17, 3rd and 13. Obviously the Flash is going to go to the air with this one. Todaro, the rush is on, and a screen pass to Mark, win number 28, and he gets the original line of scrimmage to the 20.
Great series for the Shamrocks.
Picks up 3, and that's going to force the Flashes to punt. They thought they could make some headway in this lead. And Westfield are going to force Franklin Central to punt here. 2:40 and counting. 3rd quarter play. Liskey back just inside the 50.
Slow.
Todaro
is going to bounce back.
Yep, and they will start in Franklin Central territory for this next series.
So out comes Gilbert, the quarterback.
Yep, Jackson Gilbert.
Some relation, I think.
We'll see how he's related after this game tonight.
There's the Noblesville.
Yep, Noblesville looks like they have lengthened their lead. It's 41-34, early 4th.
I believe they were playing a different game. First one to 100 wins. So,
wow.
For scoring, putting a lot of points up over there at
and Noblesville looking to get their first conference win, and Avon looking to get their 2nd in a row, and that's a dogfight. So they'll have the ball at the Franklin Central 47. Gilbert keeps it himself, shows he can run too. Inside the 45 he goes, and he'll get forward progress to the 42. Picks up 5, does Gilbert. And obviously Gilbert being thrust into a situation like this, he's the number 2 quarterback for a reason. He's not just Jake's son. He's the number 2 quarterback for a reason. So Cole Ballard goes down. Jackson Gilbert's trusted upon, and that's why he's in the ball game right now. Picks up 5 on that play down to the 42. And he's barking out the call to his offense. 3 receivers to the far. Back to pass, and nice slant there.
Nice job.
Not in the slot, and he gets the first down to the 32. Picks up 10. So now they're going to throw Kendall Garnett out wide to the right in that trips set.
Well, it's interesting because I imagine on the offensive coordinator side, you got to start to ease them into a little bit more of this. So you're going to see a little bit different.
Incomplete pass. That ball deflected as Garnett.
Well, and I think that's the other piece is you're the offensive coordinator. You got to kind of ease them into not to to completely change the game plan, but it's a different quarterback, right? But also for those wide receivers, that ball's may come out a little bit faster if you're not been playing with the first team. Stuff like that. It'll be interesting. It'll be good opportunity for quarterback and for the offense.
And you don't want to say the term dumb it down, but you have to kind of slim down the package because, and now you see the rush come on there by 23, Julius Parker, 6'1", 210-pound defensive end for the Flashes. Yeah, I mean, it's not the good, Jackson's not able to run what Cole Ballard normally does.
Right.
But there may be a completely different set that he's used to, and obviously as a junior, he plays some at the junior varsity level, so he's obviously gets some reps. But there may, like you said, maybe a different set of plays that he excels at than Cole Ballard does. 3rd and 18, brought for a loss on that one. Back at the 40 of Franklin Central. Hand the ball off. Garnett, 35, 30. Down to about the 27. Picked up 13, so it's going to be about 5 yards shy of a first down. And that brings up decision time because that'll make it. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So at the 27-yard line, you got a 4th and 5.
Is that rain?
I think it is. Yeah, look at the lights across the way. It's rain. It's driving from south to north. I honestly didn't think the rain was in the forecast tonight. And it's going to be cooler out tonight. I saw a low of 36 in central Indiana. We've seen quirkier weather.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
5.6 seconds left. And so I'm not sure if we've got who took a timeout because each team's still listed with 3 on the board. Westfield now they are charged with that timeout as they have a 4th and 5 at Franklin Central's 27. And so they have Brody Bame out there. He's 1 out of 6. And we obviously saw the wind driving from the south. It's blowing. So this would be
a benefit.
This would be a 44-yard attempt for Brody Bame. And his one made field goal of his 6 attempts this year. It's 33 yards, but if you've got the wind at your back blowing.
You got an extra 10 yards.
I think so. So he's from the left hash. Jackson Gilbert going to be on the hold. And they'll see if they can lengthen this to an 11-point lead.
And keep a lookout for something.
Yeah, because
with the quarterback being your
your holder. The snap, the hold by Gilbert, and this one is up and good.
There you go.
44 yards. Huge monkey, I think, off the back of Brody Bame because he had missed so many in a row. And that lengthens the lead for Westfield to 24-13, up to 11. Back to a 2-score margin, if you will. Here's
nice job.
Wow.
Well, you look at those last two situations. You had the punt all the way down to the 10 that gave you good field position, and then special teams once again get you 3 points on the board in a game where every point from here on out going into the fourth is going to be important. So
huge.
But that wind is blowing. You can look over here to these flags that are to the left of us. They are blowing. You can see the flags actually across the field.
Yeah, those are whipping all those conference flags across the way. 24-13. And this kick will be the final play of the third quarter.
Always reminds me of back in the day, my uncle coached at Warren Central, Kevin Wright.
Yeah.
But see, they played enough option. They just ran the ball most of the time. They'd run for 400 or 500 yards versus throw, but
right.
A little different. A little different from back in the day.
Yeah, back when he had Darren Evans.
Yeah.
And that whole crew.
Yeah, that was Grandpa and I on the sidelines every Friday just watching him run the ball 400 yards, 500 yards a game.
Yeah.
It was always that was a special, back to back to back. That was a special group of players back then. It was fun to watch them growing up.
Westfield set to kick off, and it's windy enough. Boehm has to have a holder at the 40. This one's going to go booming into the end zone again. And
we're losing some pom-poms.
Yep. Oh, and there goes another. Oh, some more. That ball, I believe, is fair caught. Nope, that's going to actually, into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. So the final play of the third quarter will be with 1.2 seconds left. That wind is whipping. Woo! And if you hear, and it's not a bad thing, but if you hear the kind of like almost sounds like stomping, it's ceiling tiles here in our booth, folks.
All right.
And we're through 3 quarters of play here at Westfield. It's Westfield 24, Franklin Central 13. You're watching Hamilton County's high school sports here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Back here at Westfield High School, and as they traditionally do, Sweet Caroline between third and fourth quarters. Kind of like the seventh inning stretch at Fenway.
Oh, yeah.
That the Red Sox do. We're back to it. 2nd down and 6 for Franklin Central. As they may want to turn that music off.
There they go. They heard you.
So Smith had 4 yards on that last play of the quarter, and he gets a couple more up to the 26. Give him 3 to the 27.
Important drive here for Franklin Central.
Yeah. Just down 11, but it's almost like it's a make or break because Westfield could ride some defensive momentum into offense, but we still don't know if we're going to see Cole Ballard yet the rest of this game, or Do you play some good defense, force some stops, and see what Jackson Gilbert can do with that offense? 3rd and 3. Play action fake, and Totoro completes it. He'll get that to number 43, Caden Logue.
Stayed on his feet. Great job there. Should be enough for a first down.
Yep, gets all the way up to the 40, picked up 13.
Here's the replay here. Play action. After contact stays up. Got that first down.
It's a big kid, 6'2", 205. Listed as a defensive lineman, but obviously played he's playing some tight end right now as he's set up on the right side. 1st and 10 at their own 41. Hand off to Smith.
That'll bring up a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9.
Twins here looking, and now the screen pass. Actually, not a screen pass, but a fade. And Jayon Harvey couldn't get past Good, number 5 for Westfield, Jake Good. Good coverage from that corner spot. It's 3rd and 9 now. 9:52 left here, 4th quarter play. Have the ball at their own 41. And Franklin Central, I think, like we said, they need to make something happen here because you're down 11 and they haven't gotten the most going on offense.
Right.
2 touchdowns, but they've been very spread out. And time back there. And passes, incomplete. And it's been a rough night for DeMar Swanigan as he's dropped a few after he caught that 47-yard pass in the first quarter. Dropped a few in a row. That brings up 4th and 9 at their own 41. An update from our other game, Avon visiting Noblesville. Miller's up 43-34 as they had scored and went for 2 from Avon missing the PAT when they tried to tie it at 35. So now Totoro, not a good punt as this one goes sailing out of bounds at about the 35.
So out will come the Westfield offense.
Yeah, they'll have the ball at their own 40 where this ball that was marked out. You never can tell when the ball gets punted out of bounds where they're actually going to mark it. Favorable for Westfield as they'll start at the 40. And once again, Jackson Gilbert out there. We do see Cole Ballard down here on the sideline about the 30. So he's looks like he may be ready to go back in. It just depends on if Coach Gilbert and the offensive coordinator will let him come back in.
Yep. Or
if they're going to keep him healthy for practice the next week and a half or 2 weeks and big matchup with the Carmel Greyhounds 2 weeks from tonight. Gilbert, and this one's going to be an option. Pitches to Nosler. Not somebody you normally see in the backfield for the Shamrocks, but drops a yard, does Nosler.
Loss of a yard, that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's like we said, it's where Jackson needs to get used to. Now they bring number 4 Liskey. It's going to be lined up on the far side. Get Gilbert used to playing with these ones because he normally doesn't practice with the ones.
Mm-hmm.
2nd down and 11 at their own 39. Gilbert. This one's handed off. It's Nosler again. So trying a little something different. He gets 1 yard back to the line of scrimmage. And Westfield also may be trying to milk some clock, up 11. Big 3rd down and 10 at their own 40.
Yeah, they got plenty of time. If they 3rd and 4th down, that'll get them under 7 minutes.
Oh. Big turn of events over in Fishers. Southeastern has overtaken Brownsburg 30-28.
Oh, wow.
So I bet that is a raucous atmosphere over there at Southeastern. Check that 31. They got the PAT. Kendall Garnett carries the ball, and there's going to be a flag.
Face mask.
Yep, face mask, and this is going to benefit the Shamrocks. As a handful of flashes came in, zoned in on Garnett. One of them grabbed his face mask. Usually with the side judge right there, you're not going to get away with that.
I like to think we know what we're doing. My wife usually jokes. She's like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "Well, when you've watched it and called it long enough, you know just based off of where the flag's coming from, where it's at."
Well, especially the easiest to notice.
Yeah.
Ever since we're probably the littlest boys, we can see what a false start is because before the play starts, the flag's thrown, false start, or if you know somebody's encroached, it's an offside. I mean, those are the two obvious, but and this, my wife says the same thing. She'll say, "Well, how do you know it's what the penalty is? Just watch." 1st and 10 at the 45 of Franklin Central. Handoffs to Gilbert, busted out left side and trying to make some room, and does it the hard way to get 1 yard.
And they continue to move the clock down here. The rain has lightened up, though, so it's just there for a minute. But that wind is still moving pretty strong.
Yep. Watching those conference flags on the visitor stands over there, it's whipping pretty good. Yep, and there's a false start. See, we knew. Nope, they called a timeout. That we also knew. Since the establishment of Church, Hill, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit our website at cchalaw.com. Also, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors. She's a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have any questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmel today for help. 317-490-3735. And hopefully with the clock winding down a little bit, last count it was Sheridan up 19-18 at Carroll over in Florida tonight. I don't know if you saw this. Back to it out of the timeout. 7:19 left. 2nd and 10 at the 45 of Franklin Central. Gilbert hands this one off to Garnett, and handful of flashes. Stop him for no gain.
Another quick update. Carmel, Lawrence Central 27-7. Carmel leads.
Fisher's a low-scoring game. 10-0 at Zionsville. Garrett Catholic rolling 42-0 over Culver Academy. You got to love it when the head coach is in control. Jake Gilbert telling the scoreboard operator exactly how much time to put on that clock.
7 minutes and 2 seconds to be put back on the clock.
Wonder if he's thought about it. I know he's getting himself trying to dip into some government. I wonder if he's thought about running for to be the mayor of Westfield.
He has. He is running.
That's what he's going for?
Uh-huh. He is running for mayor of Westfield.
I should have thought before I asked. I think that's great. And why not? He's in his 12th year at Westfield. He's doing so much for this football program. Gilbert fakes the handoff to Garnett, keeps it himself. Forward progress down to the 43. Picked up a hard 2.
Bring up 4th down, but gets it to under 6 minutes left to play in the 4th.
And the clock still rolls with 4th and 7. So the biggest thing is Jackson Gilbert in the offense. They're milking the clock, up 11, and they're keeping Franklin Central out of the end zone.
Well,
when Cole Ballard's not played.
And this punt's going to be interesting because the wind is definitely in your face.
The rush is on, and this one is beautiful punt by Bame. This one's going to bounce.
Great job.
Probably good for Liska to down it right at the 8 where he did, because I'm not sure if it was going to bounce back into the field further in or if it was going to go toward the end zone, but a lot better punt than we thought he would get into the wind. I think after that field goal, Brody Bame has a little moxie, a little swagger back.
Yep.
I mean, it's got to throw some confidence into his head. So he punts the ball and gets that's his second punt inside the 10. So the Flashes will start this drive. 5:35 left inside their own 10 at the 8-yard line. And Tutterow will hand it off. It's Smith. Off left tackle he goes up to the 15, picks up 7.
Getting close to under 5 minutes left to play in the 4th.
2nd and 7, or second and 3. Smith picked up 7, and they go 4 wide. Tutterow backed up, and has to throw it out of bounds, and probably not a great Lennox Williams, number 2, had the rush on. He jumped up as soon as Tutterow went to throw the ball. If he'd had more pressure, I think he could have gotten the sack back within the 5.
I think they're saying illegal men downfield.
Trying to see what's going on here. We've got a 3rd down and 3. Coach Gilbert in the ear of this side judge. Hand off is to very close, and they're going to give him the 1st down. Picked up 3 for Smith. Tell you what, I didn't have him for any stats, or probably very little, and he's come in and done a tremendous job.
Yeah.
Braylon Gillard injured, and Mara Quinn as their second leading rusher. Might have ran the ball one time, and Hoskins once or twice. Smith has played well, and pass up the middle and broken up. Jake Good. Nope, that's not good. Dylan Thieneman, the Purdue commit. It's good to see him back out there because he missed the first, I believe, handful of games, and now Thieneman's able to get back out there.
Great asset for the Shamrocks to have back out on the field.
So it brings up Second down and 10. And off to Smith. Up the middle he goes, and he'll be down about the 25. Picked up 6.
All right, third down, no huddle, 3rd and 4.
Yep, false start. See, we knew. Bringing it back 5, going to be 3rd and 9 at the 20. So with the clock, as soon as they mark the ball back, clock will roll on the referee's signal. Yeah, with 4:21 and counting. Third and 9 at the 20. Now the clock rolls. The rush is on. Totoro completes the pass to Harvey. Oh, nope, incomplete. Couldn't quite reel it in. That makes it 4th down and 9 at their own 20. And obviously, you're at your own 20. You're going to have to punt to the Shamrocks. That's never a fun situation. My son had 103 temperature a little bit ago, and now he's back down to 101. So hopefully it's short-lived. Changing
like
weather.
Everybody's getting sick.
Yeah, something or other. So that incompletion, the clock stopped at 4:15 in the ball game.
Timeout, Franklin Central.
Westfield up 24-13. The Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive economic and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County Sports Authority's work includes bid development, financial assistance, event management support, and leadership consultation to grow opportunity in sport for the county and the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. Learn more at HamiltonCountySports.com, the Hamilton County Sports Authority. Also, Bastion Solutions want to be part of a cutting-edge business. Bastion Solutions is hiring, voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're a growing team, making an impact on the community and the world. As a Toyota advanced logistics company, Bastion Solutions is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefits package and career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now at BastionSolutions.com. When we work, the world works.
I got a quick update from Will. The Brownsburg HSC. Brownsburg was going for a field goal to tie it up and got blocked.
Oh, wow.
So,
whew. 2 minutes left, Will says. That would be huge because the last time Southeastern went 9-0 in the regular season was 2008.
Oh, wow.
And they lost the first round sectional, wait for it, to the Warren Central Warriors. That's when they were in the South. But then probably 6-7 years before that, they played Warren Central for a state championship, if you recall that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's when your Uncle Kevin was head coach.
Yep.
Kind of a rugby-style punt. Liskey fields it at the 32, gets across the 40. 45, and he'll be up near the midfield mark, but he'll be down at the 49. So good field position for the Rocks to start this drive with 4:03 left here in the ball game.
Looks like some good news. Looks like Ballard's with the offense.
Yep, I see him out there.
This is great news.
It gets too tough to stay out, and he probably
won't be in. because of the situation they got right now. But great news that he's
absolutely
with the team, hanging out on
that's
the
big.
sidelines.
Yeah, that's big enough.
Yep.
Yeah, they know their QB1 he's good.
All good.
He'll be good for 2 weeks, and he's got time to heal up.
Yep.
So Jackson Gilbert and company. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Handoff is to Garnett, and he bullies his way up across the 50. Forward progress might get him to the 48 for a 3-yard pickup.
Lawrence on the tackle. And up 2 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
3:25 and ticking here in the 4th. Gilbert hands this off. Garnett trying to bounce it outside, and he's met at midfield. Loses a couple. Actually lost one. Makes it a 3rd down and 9. Under 3 minutes left here in the ball game.
And that's the goal right now, is just keep the clock moving.
Yep.
Got 2 plays here, 3rd down, 4th down. Get it under 2 minutes.
Yep, and Westfield got to burn their final timeout with 2:27 left. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video and security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, and installed and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it's your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business. Yep, the key right now is to milk the clock and keep Franklin Central's offense off the field. Not really requiring Gilbert and the offense to do a whole lot but eat the clock up. If they can get a 1st down, that'd be great. Wow. Final score at Noblesville, 43-41. Had a real barn burner. And the final, Hamilton Southeastern. Congratulations to Hamilton Southeastern. 31-28 winners as they came back and beat Brownsburg. Swing pass out to the left side. There's going to be a flag on the far side. Good pass there by Gilbert. I believe that was Knott. Yep, 15 Knott with that catch. And looked like Guerin Catholic was a 42-0 winner over Culver Academy. Still trying to find a Sheridan score. Last time we saw it, they were up 19.
That's a final as well.
19-18.
Yep.
And Sheridan, believe that is a conference championship of the Hoosier Heartland Conference for the Blackhawks.
Yep.
Congratulations there. So Carroll winds up, and Carmel 27-7 winners over Lawrence Central. And we get the Brad Silbert text. All he said was 31-28. Wow. He had a thriller over there behind the PA mic at Southeastern tonight. And still haven't seen a Hamilton Heights update. They hosted Lafayette Central Catholic for the 3rd place game in the Hoosier Conference tonight. So that's 2 Hamilton County teams with conference championships tonight. Southeastern beating Brownsburg, and Sheridan upending number 4 Carroll 19-18 up in Florida tonight.
That is 3rd and half a mile.
Yeah. Country mile. 3rd and 21.
And we're stopping play again here.
Yep. Franklin Central calls a timeout. So Westfield has 3rd and 21 on their own 38. Let me check one thing real quick. Our next broadcast for HSA high school football will be in 2 weeks. You can't beat it when you get rickrolled. Can't beat that. Our next broadcast is going to be Zionsville at Noblesville. First round, actually, we'll call it sectional semifinal. Sectional 4 in the bottom half of that bracket. Top half is Westfield at Carmel. I wonder if we can talk Jim into a second crew, Westfield Carmel.
I bet we might be able to find a way to do that.
And then up in Sectional 3, Fishers heads up to Fort Wayne Northrop to face the Bruins.
We could probably have One Zone sponsor that.
There we go. Back out of the timeout. Westfield football, 2:18 left. Up
Big
the middle
run.
they go, yep. Gilbert up the middle. Not enough for the first down, but he got up to the 48, picked up 10 yards. But you know what? This is strides for young Mr. Gilbert. And, hats off to him, being thrown in this spot.
Done a great job.
Yeah, excellent job. 3 Hamilton County teams will start their sectional play next week. Sectional 28 in Class 3A. Hamilton Heights will take their hopefully 7-2 record. Not sure if they're what they're doing with Lafayette Central Catholic tonight, but they will head up to Maconaquah, and then Guerin Catholic also in sectional 28. They will head to Oak Hill up at Converse. Oak Hill is 8-0. There are 2 8-0 teams in that sectional. Tippecanoe Valley is 8-0, and then also at the top of that sectional, Bishop Chatard will head to Northwestern, and Tippecanoe Valley will play at Peru. So that's 2 of the 3 Hamilton County teams. And then sectional 45 in Class 1A, Union City comes to Sheridan and will face the 8-1 Blackhawks next week. Interesting in that sectional. I'm not sure if you saw the story on Inia Def and their quarterback. I guess he's having quite the season. Westfield punts the ball, and this is going to roll down inside the 20. Beautiful. Down to the 13-yard line. 39 net on that punt for Brody Bame. So 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, I could not find any updates, so we'll see what happened with the Huskies.
Tetereau, and he rolls out, throws it up the sideline and out of bounds. Tonight's broadcast of Week 9 high school football here, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners on Hamilton County TV. Also by Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Realtors, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, the Hamilton County Reporter, and the Hamilton County Bicentennial. 200 years, Hamilton County.
Third down.
Big third down for the Flashes. 130 and counting. And if he gets sacked here, which he does, that's going to probably just all but do it. Colton Vondersar, 34, with that sack. Coming from his defensive end spot. And now we're approaching 1 minute left.
Could be last play of the ball game.
Totoro, and he's going to be sacked again. And that just solidifies it. And that'll stop the clock with 59.7 left. And like we said, congratulations to Hamilton Southeastern. They moved to 9-0 for the first time since 2008. And they will wait 2 weeks before they get to host Homestead in the Sectional 3 first round or semifinal action, if you will. Sheridan Blackhawks are Hoosier Heartland Conference champions after they go up to Carroll and take home a 19-18 win. Might be a scoregami.
Yeah.
19-18. It's always interesting to talk to Jake Gilbert after a ball game. Jackson Gilbert going to take a knee, and that's going to move Westfield to 6-3. It'll drop Franklin Central to 3-6, and they'll have some time to think about this one for a couple weeks before they host Center Grove. So there'll probably be some movement at the top of the 6A poll.
Yeah.
Because that was number 4, Southeastern beating number 1, Brownsburg.
Well, just like that, that's a good way to end the season. 3 straight wins. You were 3-3 a couple weeks ago. We had talked about that 3 weeks ago, that the last half of the season looked favorable. And sure enough, it's worked out for them. So good momentum as they go play Big Bad Carmel. But I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a fun game to watch here in 2 weeks.
Yep, that's the way of the world and what Jake Gilbert does here at Westfield. And final score here at Westfield. Westfield 24, Franklin Central 13. Glad you joined us tonight. And our next broadcast of high school football is going to be in 2 weeks. Zionsville visiting Noblesville. Millers hang on for a close win tonight, 43-41. I believe that was the count correct, Will? Yep. As they close out the regular season with their first conference win. And for JC on the camera tonight, Will Wofford, our executive producer, and Jack Russell, I'm Craig Atkins. So long from Westfield.